Look at this little cutie. Shh, don't wake her up. Isn't she such a doll? Man, it breaks my heart. But I'm not sure what channel I want to put this on. Do I want to go with the puppy channel because that's where puppy stuff goes? Or do you want to go to Black Body Economics channel because that's where the crazy economic stuff goes? I guess we'll see. At any rate, I'm sitting here. We just got our linoleum panels to make the carvings for the stamps for a series of pieces of art we're going to be selling on the fundraising store. And I thought it'd be really cool to do this is an actual puppy heart, okay? So there were two of these, but these look like fairly healthy little puppy hearts. This one is your traditional kind of heart shape. This one, I don't know, man. Maybe both. I'm not sure. But my point is the whole reason why I thought I would do this quick little thought is this. How much is a life worth? How much is a puppy's life worth? How much is a human's life worth? This whole situation got me thinking. The passing of Professor still hurts. Like, man, I do not feel okay. I do not feel normal. I have this constant influx of adrenaline every day. It's been 3 weeks, right? It's not going away. I'm not bawling every day anymore, but yeah, not doing super great, right? For somebody that has ADHD and has, for the most part, kind of cornered that off in their life with meditation. Wow, man, during times like these, it just springs right back to life. Like, it's no mercy, it just, the second it can come back, it will. So there's that, which is making things even more difficult to get done. But still, we're on a time limit here. Lavender's life depends on it. And in fact, I just got an email from the cardiac specialists up in Colorado that will be performing the heart surgery, hopefully. I'm just going to read this last little bit. And, man, you have to wonder. You have to. They say, how is she doing now that she has started the atenolol? The atenolol is the heart medication that our local new clinic prescribed her to help her heart utilize oxygen more efficiently. It helps with, not straining it, right? So it helps with heart disease. How is she doing now that she has started the atenolol? And then she goes on to say, that should buy us some time. Like, in a society where money is the prime motivator, and given that this is the cardiac surgery specialist that's communicating with us. What, like, I don't know, man. What's the point of that last little sentence? That should buy us some time. What are you saying? How much, like, what is some time? You know, we've been researching, my wife has been going nuts on this, but there are apparently frenchies that have been diagnosed with heart disease that live for a long time. And it's just kind of this roller coaster of, you know, heart disease and then doing okay, and then heart disease and doing okay, and heart disease and doing okay. Then there's not, right? But given that this is going to cost us $10,000, it's like, question number one, is my dog's life not as important as somebody else's dog's life just because they have more money than I do? I mean, that's the message our society is spreading and sending to everybody. That is the message, right? And this goes for humans as well. If you're not a millionaire, right, obviously, you're not as important. Because if you were, you would still be able to get the chemotherapy that you need, or the intensive heart surgery that you need, or the ibogaine, the ibogaine treatment an addict might need. You know, I have had my days, right? And I was pricing out different ibogaine clinics. And man, you are looking at anywhere from $15,000 to easily like $20,000, $30,000 for an ibogaine treatment, depending on where you go, right? If you head down to Mexico, $15,000, $20,000. If you go to some of the more like, you know, Switzerland or whatever, right? You can get much, much pricier. There may even be ibogaine clinics that border on $500,000. So, are they just, you know, the price of their livelihood? Or is their life just more valuable because they can afford to make it more valuable? That's one of the big problems I have with our current economics, like, landscape. There are a lot of good people that work really hard and do a lot of good work that helps a lot of people. For instance, the construction workers that helped us bury Professor the day he died, that took the time out of their own day to help us bury Professor. They're not millionaires. They're not. Guaranteed they're not millionaires. But they're good people. But, and this isn't, you know, I'm not talking down on anybody, because both of their bosses sent us an email delivering their condolences and expressing, you know, their love for animals. Beautiful emails, both of them. But those two bust their ass. They do. I watch them work for half a day. They are hard-working dudes. I can guarantee you Elon Musk has never, not once, put in a day's work like that. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And most of the science, right, that comes out of his companies comes from his like lead scientists that he hires to do that work. How many actual innovations have come from his mind where he did all the calculations and ran all the tests and was deeply involved in the actual scientific process. But yet, economically, his life is far more important than those two guys. Even though, how many times has he taken, an hour out of his day to help somebody bury their family pet the day they died? Our values are a little skinwampus. This little cutie poots just changed position here. She's a doll. She is such a beautiful little creature, and she's the best, dude. She's such a good cuddler. Her sister, Turquoise, she's like the brown one, the chocolate right here. Oh my dear Lord, she is just nothing but loves. That little creature will hug and kiss and want to like cuddle up with you and just, she is loves, like incarnate, right? In puppy form, she is loves. Lavender is cuddles and kisses and excitement, right? They're all beautiful in their absolute own different way. That's next to Turquoise, right over here. That's their mom. That's Esri. She's a good puppy too. She's such a little sweetie. She carried 7 puppies. The vet was like, 7's kind of pretty crazy for a Frenchie. Just giving you a heads up, a couple maybe stillborn. So we kind of braced for it. Not one was stillborn. We had 7 Frenchie puppies. It was insanity. We grew to love all of them. We raised all of them from birth. Wonderful, beautiful creatures. Fell deeply in love with every single one of them. The whole incident with Professor, that's given that they completely shut us off and told us not to contact them anymore after I requested his medical records. Why? That is financially motivated. There's no way that was not financially motivated. That whole exchange, right? The fuel behind it. It was all about money, for sure. Whether it's trying to hide and save their asses from getting sued or whatever, right? Or whether they're trying to, and telling us that, no, even though we killed your dog, we're still sending you a bill. What? Anyway, what has money done to us? So my Lavender doesn't deserve to live just because I can't just pay 10 grand out of my pocket, like, without thinking twice. Does that mean she deserves to live, or she doesn't deserve to live and somebody else's dog does? Where is the sense of camaraderie and cooperation there? Anyway, that's just kind of what was on my mind. Nobody's life is any better than anybody else's. Everybody's in a different stage in their own development. And if you gave somebody the opportunity to do their best and become their very best self, human nature dictates that they will take that chance. But you got to give it to them. Money is the great imbalancer. It throws everything out of whack. It makes things that are worthless unimaginably valuable. It makes things that are incredibly valuable, like the life of a human or the life of a dear, loved pet, a base nonsense nothingness to not be concerned about. Man, it makes me angry. What I do know, though, is that I am going to be busting my ass to make sure that she gets the care that she needs. If I don't make that timeline, whatever it is, right? Hopefully the medication will help her through this period so we can raise the money before it's too late. Like you can't just say, yeah, we'll help you save your dog's life, because we just love animals. We love humans. We love life, and we want to help her. Instead, it's like, you got 10 grand? Oh, no? Well, talk to us when you do. Thanks, bye. Right? What are we doing? When I really start to think about this, I really feel like this is just one big dystopian Black Mirror-esque episode. That's all I have to say. I'm going to stop talking now. I've got stuff to do, including finishing the shop, working with all the art supplies that we purchased to make these little prints to sell so we can help save her life. Okay. Much to do. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Do take care. Peace and love.